Okay, thanks for joining me for segment 2 of the first class of Building Emotional Understanding. And in this segment, I'm going to introduce you to the ideas of parenting by connection and compare them to the ideas that we've all grown up with, the ideas that infuse our culture and that comprise, conventional wisdom about parenting. So the paradigm that my parents were using, with all the love in their hearts, and that your parents were also using probably, with all the love in their hearts and all the ability that they could muster to try to be good parents, the paradigm is you have to civilize the child. That children are born ignorant, they're born with very few capabilities, they don't know how to love, they don't know how to share, they don't know how to be polite, they don't know how to treat people. And under this idea, it's really the parent's job and duty to teach and civilize the child. It's like if you don't do the right things, your child will turn out to be a wild and uncontrollable and unwelcome person in society. And in order to do this, when your child is off track, when they're too loud or not so thoughtful in some way, the idea is that the parent controls the child's behavior. The parent tells the child what to do and waits for obedience. And the idea is that the child needs to do what the parent wants because the child is in a position of knowing less and not having good judgment. And it's the parent's judgment that needs to dominate. And so this puts parents in a difficult position of trying to control someone else's behavior, which you think is should be fairly easy. It's not so hard with dogs. It's not so hard with mice. You can train mice to do certain things. You can train a seal to put a ball on its nose and entertain people. But controlling a child's behavior is an entirely different thing. And the tools that that are in the environment for parents to use, the tools we sort of see being used and come up with, are rewards and punishment, sort of the same kind of tools that you use in training other mammals. We use threats sometimes, we use bribes, we sort of buy children's behavior. If you can get through the day without bopping your little sister on the head, you will put a star on the refrigerator, and 5 stars means a trip down to the toy store for something that's $5 or less, which is a great system if it would work. But the problem is that it doesn't. It might work for the first 3 days. Your child gets 3 stars. And then, daddy isn't there for one night. The child wants daddy there, but daddy has to go to a meeting. Doesn't come home until the child goes to sleep. The child missed daddy. The child wakes up in the morning, is unhappy inside, looks at his little sister who's looking very happy, and bops her on the head. Because he can't remember about the star chart. He can't remember that there's this system going and that he's trying to earn something. All he can feel is upset from some other cause, but it does bring this behavior back up. So the problems with the old paradigm of using rewards, punishment, threats, force, isolation, timeout, is that that a parent can, until a child is 10 or 12, manage to sort of control the child's behavior, but the child returns to doing the same nutty thing over and over again that drives the parent nuts. It's like it doesn't make the behavior better. And in general, the harsher the punishment, the more off-track behavior you see. So we don't think that works very well. Research shows that punishment kind of response to off-track behavior just leads to more off-track behavior. Parenting by connection is an entirely different paradigm, and it's something that's so welcome and so effective once you learn how to use it. It's like, oh, you're going to just be delighted with this information. One of the needs of children that is not well known or well understood, really, by most of us is children really need to feel connected. We are deeply social beings. A baby is born for skin-to-skin contact. A baby is born to be ready for long periods of eye contact, just looking at you and having you look back at them. They drink you in. They want to see you. They want to see your face. They are programmed to be in very close contact and connection with you. And this feeds their minds and allows them to develop well. Children need connection a steady feed of it, just the way they need air, just the way they need food, just the way they need sleep. It is an absolutely vital need on almost a moment-to-moment basis. The younger the child is, the more moment-to-moment their need for connection is.